Hi, it's Stu. I just wanted to take a few minutes to update you in terms of what we've been doing in 2020. What a crazy half year it's been, but honestly, it's been a really exciting, energizing, creative period, personally and professionally. So I just wanted to step you through a few of the things that we've been doing and update you in terms of what we could be doing together during this time. Now, some of you would probably know me as a keynote speaker at conferences, addressing big venues, doing in-house workshops. That's typically what we do. But that all came to a crushing halt, obviously, earlier this year. But we've made a successful transition to virtual. In fact, we've been running virtual workshops on Zoom, on WebEx, on Big Marker, going back at least 4 years now, I would say. But we're very familiar with these platforms, and we're doing programs for clients in virtual domain. So we're doing obviously the creativity programs, the innovation thinking skills programs. We've also been doing things like entrepreneurship and managing people in a crisis situation. Now, you've probably tried virtual workshops yourselves, and I know that some people are not having a really positive experience altogether. But trust me, it can be done when it's in the right hands. Our experience has been really positive. Check this feedback from some of the clients we've worked with recently on virtual workshops. I was immersed in the entire experience and took home practical skills. I really enjoyed your workshop. Can't wait to learn more from you. And that was from a general manager of a very large company. Awesome workshop, Stu. Thanks for keeping us awake the entire time. Yeah, that's what I do. And great to watch you. You totally killed it, and I learned so much. And that last comment actually came from a global head of people and culture. And when people like that comment on my work like that, I know that I'm reaching out, I'm resonating, I'm engaging. And I do take the science of engagement really seriously. But what you need to understand is that it's a very different skill set. Just because somebody is a good trainer in the face-to-face, it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to translate to success in a virtual environment. Now, I've done many years of radio work in my younger years, and I actually credit that with being a big part of my success in the virtual. Why is that? Because when you're working in a radio studio, you're surrounded by machinery, just panels and buttons and lights. But there's no feedback loop, there's no audience. So you get used to just talking to the machinery, as it were, but more than that, delivering a great performance. So I'm very conscious of the science of engagement, and I go to extreme lengths to build in elements of the science of engagement into all of our programs so that you too can have successful results like what you can see on this page here. The other thing we have started doing is what we call a virtual fireside chat series. And our first webinar got together experts on managing your fear of failure. So we brought in people from all over the world and ran a really great session attended by some of the companies you can see here: Citibank, Adobe, PepsiCo, Colgate, Unilever, and many more. Afterwards, we edited the whole thing down into a 1-hour video, which you can watch for free on our YouTube page. And we also put out a summary of learnings document with that. So really rich, really rewarding, and we'll be doing that again for sure. Now, something we've been doing over the years is going into client organizations and helping their people with ideation skills, leveling them up in terms of how can we crack this problem? How can we have bigger, better, braver ideas? Now, we're still doing that, but what we're doing now, and this is new, it's outsourced ideation services. So how does that work? Well, simple. You come to us with your brief. We take it apart. We sit down and we apply our brain power to your problems. So rather than us working with your people to generate solutions, we generate the solutions for you. And that's a great workaround which clients are enjoying as well. Online, not only have we been doing the virtual workshops and the webinars, but we're just launching our first training program online. So Killer Questions is a 10-module program, and you can do this anytime, anywhere, at home, in the office, at the time of your choosing. A really rich program on challenging the status quo, defining your problems before you try and solve it. And I've worked with a designer, an English guy, so we've built in a lot of magic into this to really make it interactive and seed a lot of what I call Easter eggs into it to make it really engaging. It's not just a blah, blah, blah video which has been put online. So check that out if that interests you. Books. I sat down the other day and counted. I've published in excess of 500,000 words in the first half of this year alone. All right. And what we have now is 4 books in what I call the 90-minute manager series. So all of these books are short and sharp and designed to enable you to sit down and digest them in an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and get across that particular topic. And the latest one you can see on the right there is called Pivot Power, specifically written for these times, people who need to zigzag their way through this crisis. Look at things differently, shake up the way that you're doing things, and find a new strong wind in your sails. I also put out a weekly blog called the Maverick Manifesto. And this is just tips and tools and techniques on creative thinking and creativity, looking to spark intrapreneurs and entrepreneurs. Bang, value straight to your inbox. And related to that is the Maverick Manifesto podcast. This is occasional, so it might be once a month, something like that. Whenever I've come across somebody who I think is a cool person doing cool stuff, we put a microphone under their nose and get their thoughts on a particular topic. So we've done quite a few episodes now. This one, for example, here just says, have you got what it takes to work at Samsung? Where we sat down, had a great chat with the director of innovation at Samsung. So cool people doing cool stuff on our podcast. YouTube. Check it out. We've been really busy with YouTube, and a lot of material sits there for you. So this is just another way that you can engage with us virtually. Go to our YouTube page, which is Hotheads Innovation, and check out all the vids there. Rummage around, see what's interesting to you. Lots of great free value. So that's what we've been up to. It's covered a lot of ground. We've been extremely active, extremely busy. And just to sort of wrap it up, we've always talked about science-based, practice-proven programs. That's what we deliver to help you innovate better, stay relevant, and find the future faster. So we've always been science-based, but increasingly we're building in more and more neuroscience, because I'm firmly convinced that our beautiful brains are the final frontier in finding a competitive edge for your peak performance. So it's our secret sauce, and you'll find that secret weapon built in to all of the programs that we design for you. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the summary. And if you're looking to achieve peak performance, well, I hope I've given you a few ways now to rethink peak performance. Look forward to working with you and turbocharging you sometime soon. Thanks a lot. See you.